Blythewood High to better safeguard the schools against gun violence?
What am I doing as principal of Blythewood High School? There's several things we're doing. I don't think it's one thing. I don't think it's a locked door. I don't think it's one person being at their duty station. It's all those pieces falling together. We're very intentional every day about making sure we have the right people in the right areas. We ask a lot of our adults, and we also ask a lot of our students. We ask our adults to be available and be open during transitions. That way we're kind of interacting with students. We're recognizing students that we know. We're looking for these IDs that we're constantly asking for. And I constantly get asked our students, Sherman, you know me, or teachers know me, why do you always ask for these IDs? And I agree, that is our challenge, and one of our core values is to build relationships, so we strive to know our kiddos. But as I'm surveying a hallway that could have 500, 600, 700 kids, and I'm trying to do a quick sweep of do I recognize these kiddos, when I see this ID hanging down, my eyes are moving to the next person. And so when I do see a student or someone that I may not recognize immediately without an ID, I hone in on that. I go straight to that person. Good morning, how we doing? And if I recognize that person, hey, where's the ID? Where's that awesome ID I bought for you? Let's go get another one. Or if I don't recognize that student, I'll start asking some very intentional questions to see, do they know which house they're in? Some of the things that only a student at Blythewood would know. Then also, we talk about doors. We do a great job making sure these doors are locked, but it takes all of us to continue to check doors, make sure we're not putting something in there to wedge that door open or leave it open. And again, we're a very courteous group of students and staff, and you may see a familiar face, or is that a student or someone I recognize? Let me open the door for them. We come through the front door each and every day, and that's why we encourage you guys. I have folks at the front door to monitor, check folks in, make sure they have a name tag when they walk in the halls. We've got some incredible deputies that are constantly on the move, going around, checking things, checking the perimeter, checking outside. Is there a car we don't recognize? Is everything safe outside? We have a great security guard, Miss Tyler, who's constantly on the move checking things. So like I say, it's not just one thing, but several things in place to include your responsibilities, my responsibilities, their responsibilities. When all those things come together, this is a safe school. I want to be a safe school. It's my mission and goal that every staff, every student comes to school every day with a smile on their face, and they go home with a smile on their face, and that's our job to make sure it happens.
Do you have any fears that something as horrible as a school shooting could happen at Blythewood?
Do I think something horrible could happen in Blythewood? I think I have a fear that anything horrible can happen any day, anywhere, to include when I'm at church on Sunday, when I'm out in the community with my family, when I'm in the Sandhills, when I'm across town at a sporting event. That is a constant fear as a parent and as an administrator I always have. Could something happen at Blythewood? We are a large place, an open place as far as, we got 2,000 plus kiddos going around this building just like at another event. So yes, it's constantly on my mind. It continuously wakes me up at night, and that's why I kind of fall back to, are we doing everything we need to do? And that's when I think about adults doing the right thing, students wearing their IDs, we're checking doors, we're making sure that we're getting folks signed in, we're constantly being visible and out and about in the hallway. So yeah, it's constantly on my mind.
As a teacher, how does gun violence in schools make you feel, and does it ever make you feel unsafe to come to school?
I think for most teachers, it's always in the back of your head, and you're always just a little bit on guard, just because of, worrying about the well-being of students and wondering if they're okay. So I think for me, yes, it's always in the back of my mind, and it just makes things, just a touch more difficult. Great job of trying to prevent anything like that happening. I feel that we do our best to be safe and to make sure that the students are safe.
Violence in schools make you feel, and does it ever make you feel unsafe to come to school as a high school teacher?
Gun violence has become a big issue in school, and it does make you feel a little unsafe to come to school. And like I mentioned to another student before, this is my 15th year teaching, and I didn't know that when I started teaching 15 years ago that I would actually have to take courses on how to stop gunshot wounds or how to use tourniquets. So it does make you a little uneasy when it comes to coming to school and knowing that your life is literally in jeopardy just trying to educate students.